Hang on, and it's going.
We're going to press start.
And this goes for
10 seconds.
10-second continuity test. And you should always be away from the box, and that passed. So what happened was one of the plugs was not properly adhered, or we have a problem with a ground somewhere in the box.
Cool.
All right.
So now that this first section is done, we're going to go on to the second sequence number 2. We're going to press next to sequence 2.
Let me take a picture of that. You got previous and next. And you're going to sequence 2.
All right. So this black one is going to stay on. We're just going to take the green one off. This one. And we're going to connect this over here.
So this is the high pot test, which is going to pump 5,000 volts in there. And so we're putting it right on top of the terminal. And so in procedure, then go ahead.
Stop to enable.
That's
press start.
So this is a 1 minute, 60-second test. And you should not come near the box because it's loaded up with 5,000 volts, but only running at 6.9 milliamps, which will not kill Ruben today. So what this is doing is all this is running 5,000 volts looking for some leakage that is into the body or the ground. And this is a standardized test that is a recommendation of 60 seconds. So four, three, two, one. Beep. Passed. And it has discharged, so it's safe to go ahead. And at this point, we shut off the unit to verify that the power is off. And we take off all the connections.
Now we're going to connect these on.
Now you you connect the SPD, the surge protection device.
I'm going to take these off.
Remove the jumpers, put them back into stage 1 setup, and then remove the fixtured bus bars, the test bus bars. And once that's all done, you take a high pot sticker and you put that on the door. Boom. And that is the high pot test. Do, 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 do. Sing it now. Go. This is the high pot test, and this is Luis, and he's rolling through it. So,
all right, we're gonna turn on the high pot tester. We're gonna put it on sequence 1. That's our first test. This is our first test.
which is a ground continuity test.
Yes. Green clip. Gonna go to our door ground. Black one is gonna go to the back panel. The ground on the.
So this is the back panel one, and it's going to, this is called sequence 1 and 2. And this stays for the second sequence. And this is only used on sequence 1.
Okay, now this is our jumper. Red one. We're going to put it right here.
The jumper goes and connects both the terminals, and then the terminal is turned on.
So we're going to turn this on. Oh. We got to cover the wires.
Covering the wires for the SPD from the bus bar to the SPD to not allow those terminals when they're charged to be open and touch anything.
Okay. Then we're going to put our high pot fixture.
How many screws are you going to tighten down?
Probably 3.
Well, that's all of them. Oh, you're opening it up?
Opening it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's 1, 2, 3. And it's identical on the other side.
Okay.
So right now we have the bus bars which are connected to create a loop going from both polarities around and into the terminal, and then the terminal switch is turned on and there's a jumper. So this allows all the energy for every component in this box except for the SPD to be energized. Okay. And this is the first test, which is the continuity test for ground.
We're going to press stop to enable it, and we're going to start it, which failed.
Failed. So now we have a failure. We got to find out why there's a failure. And usually it is within this ground on the door as a failure.